Now, federal immigration agents have shot and killed a man in Minneapolis during an enforcement operation, marking the second such fatal shooting in the city in less than 3 weeks. It follows the deadly ICE shooting of Renee Good on January 7th. Federal and local officials offered differing assessment of the killing of the 37-year-old identified as Alex Pretti, and this while video of the altercation quickly spread online. The Department of Homeland Security insisted Pretti approached agents with a pistol and violently resisted being disarmed. The Secretary of Homeland Security, Christine Noem, said that the man attacked officers, though she did not mention if he pulled out his gun.
The officers attempted to disarm this individual, but the armed suspect reacted violently. Fearing for his life and for the lives of his fellow officers around him, an agent fired defensive shots. Medics were on the scene immediately and attempted to deliver medical aid to the subject, but he was pronounced dead at the scene.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz demanded state authorities lead the investigation. Walz, speaking at a press conference in Blaine, said he had watched the video of the incident from several angles and called it sickening.
Donald Trump, I call on you once again. Remove this force from Minnesota. They are sowing chaos and violence. We've seen deadly violence from federal agents again and again and again.
Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey asked how many more Americans need to die as he pleaded with President Trump to halt the ICE operations in Minneapolis.
How many times must local and national leaders must plead with you, Donald Trump, to end this operation and recognize that this is not creating safety in our city?
Well, Trump, meanwhile, upped his war of words with Walz and Frey, accusing the Democratic leaders of inciting insurrection with what he described as rhetoric. Well, Trump has previously threatened to send troops to Minnesota by invoking the Insurrection Act. Now, an angry crowd gathered after the shooting and screamed profanities at federal officers, calling them cowards and telling them to go home. The intersection where the shooting took place has been blocked off, and the Border Patrol agents were on the scene wielding batons. Agents confronted the crowds using tear gas and flashbangs. Now, to give us more details, our correspondent Susan Teherani sent us this report. Listen in.
Federal officials are investigating a deadly shooting involving immigration agents in Minneapolis. Authorities say the man who was killed was Alex Pretti, and DHS claims that he was armed, even releasing a photo of the handgun they say was recovered at the scene. DHS also says that agents tried to disarm him during the encounter before shots were fired. But it's important to note that independent video evidence and some eyewitness accounts are raising questions about whether Pretti even actually brandished the firearm during the confrontation, and in some footage, he appears to be holding a cell phone. So the incident is now under review as the community continues to come out and protest.